guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, I feel like I usually do my intros when I have like a full face of makeup, but I didn't really feel like doing that today. So today we're gonna be playing around with the new, let me get it. We're gonna be playing around with the new Tati beauty palette. So this is the PR box that I don't know how well you guys can see this. So it's like, it looks like a book, and then you open it and it had this whole little note, and the palette is right here, and then it says make up believe, make believe, make up believe. And then she wrote me a little note. It's signed by Tati anyway. It says, Alexandra, your talent is so inspiring. I hope you enjoy my first palette. You are the real deal. Thanks for sharing your artistry with the world. XO Tati. I'm still skeptical that she knows who I am, but her PR team sure as hell does, because I received the palette. Black matte. This is cute. It looks like a book. I like it a lot. I actually kind of want to keep it just because it's pretty. So this is the volume 1. So I'm guessing first of many. So it's got a nice big mirror. Fills the top of the palette. You can see my dirty desk, you can see my LaCroix, Inception. So what she did here is same color categories, different formulas, which most of the time I'm kind of like off-put by that. Like I'm just kind of like, eh. But I don't know why this one in particular speaks to me. And I think it's because the shades are like slightly different. There's like enough variation. So we have the mattes down here, and then these are sequin shades. Then we have metallics, and then we have glitters, pressed glitters, which always make me nervous. But the colors are just like really pretty. And what I like is all of the shimmers are different. Like there's a different tone in each. So I feel like there's kind of an interesting versatility here. I think it's NYX. They launched a palette where like there were rows of like the exact same shade in different formulas. And I remember looking at that and being like, I don't get it. Like, I don't want that. I just don't like it. I don't know. It bothered me. For some reason, this is intriguing. I'm gonna try to use as many colors as I possibly can, and then I'll do some swatches at the end for you guys to see like of any, you know, whatever shades that, whatever, I'm rambling now. Let's just get into it. I'm really chatty because all I've had is espresso today. Oh, interesting. And then each row has a name. We have memory, ritual, story, soothe, aura, and poet. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really know that much about Tati. It's like, I know who she is, obviously, but I've never really like been a follower of hers. So I'm interested. I don't really know like what her shit is, basically. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys right now. Need a little more espresso. So obviously I have the rest of my face makeup on. I filmed a video before this, so I went in with a bunch of powder. So I might look a little bit powdery. I already have like highlight and stuff like that. I'm a little worried about fallout, so we're just gonna have to see what happens. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face with my face. I'm gonna start off by priming my eyes with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, by the way. It was very nice. I just basically spent the day with my boyfriend and my brother. Dude, I always go in with way too much of this. You cannot see my background at all, which is really disturbing. I need to figure out my lighting situation. It's like a velvety gold. Oh, I didn't even turn on my little light. We're just like A plus YouTuber over here right now. So I want to go for like a fall theme because I feel like I haven't really done that very much. So I'm going to start off with this color right here. So there is a lot of kickback when I dip my brush in. So I'm assuming these are going to be real pigmented. I literally haven't even swatched them. This is like first impressions. So I'm going to be going in with this Japonesque brush. It's the 723. Ooh, I'm going to start by building up that color. Ooh, very blendable. Oh, that's very pretty. That blended out so easily too. I like that color. Okay, that's nice. I don't know why my second application, like on my second eye, first of all, it's never even. It's like it's always way too high up. And also way more pigment. I just, you know. Wow, that's blending so nicely. Look how nicely that's blending. I mean, and my base is really nice. The Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer is really nice. And that's why I like it, because it makes blending really easy. But look at, and then you can kind of like, I love it when you can place a shadow down, go back in and kind of like blend it outward. Like once you've stopped. Sometimes you can't do that. You know, sometimes the pigment won't continue, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. Yeah, see? And then I'm going back into this area and I can like continue to blend it out. I like that. I have high expectations for the pressed glitters now because I really like this matte. What's up with Tati? I literally don't know. Tell me everything. I saw something online that was like, why people think Tati and Jeffree Star are now feuding. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And by Jeffree Star, I mean Jeffree Star. I was thinking Patrick for a second. So far, A+ on the matte. Because you can build it up, but it shears out really beautifully. Like that's just like a really nice wash. You know what I mean? Should I continue with the oranges? I will. Okay, so cool. So now I'm gonna grab the matte in the story. This one. This matte orange color. This is the M433 brush by Morphe. keeping it a little bit tighter. I have to say I'm very impressed with the blending. I'm very impressed with the blending. Look at that. Yes, that is what I want from a matte eyeshadow. I want to be able to put it down, blend a little bit, go back in, blend it out more. I don't like it when it sets too much. Yes, okay. I'm gonna build that up a little bit more just because I'm obsessed with this orange, and then I might go in with the brown. So I guess we're going for like a classic fall smoky eye. I wonder if you guys get sick of seeing smoky eyes from me. Like, do you want me to do a cut crease? Because I'm like, whatever, you know what I mean? When it comes to cut creases, I love smoke. I love just really blowing my shadows out, not doing a winged liner and popping on some lashes. Like, I feel like it's easier, and it's such a statement when you don't do liner. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of deepening up, like very detailed in the crease with a smaller brush. So I'm gonna use this little Morphe brush. This is the M507, and I'm gonna pick up Ritual, the matte Ritual shade. This one. I like the weight of the palette too. It has like a nice weight to it. It's already dirty though. That's the thing about matte black, man. I've already got concealer on it. Ooh, so much kickback when I dipped into that one. So I'm gonna place this on like right in the crease. So I'm gonna start off by tapping it. I think I'm gonna take it only like halfway. Oh, I'm loving these fall tones right now, you guys. I'm loving them. Halloween is what, in 2 days? Patrick Star tweeted something. He was like, am I the only one? Motherfucker! Cox! God damn it, damn it, damn it, fuck. Okay, that was, somehow we fucking saved that. Anyway, back to the story. What was I saying? Patrick Star was like, is it just me or does it feel like Halloween is already over? And I'm like, for real. Like when you spend basically all of October being like, oh my God, I need to do Halloween looks. By the time Halloween runs around, I'm like, okay, I'm all set. Look at that pigment. I will say, a lot of this has to do with the brushes that you're using, so make sure you're using good brushes. Also make sure that you are tapping off your brush. If you just like dip your brush in and then go straight into your eyeshadow, you're gonna get fallout, you're gonna have a bad time. Did you guys know from my Joker video, I recorded my entire voiceover and I hadn't turned the microphone receiver on that was plugged into the camera. So I thought I was recording, I recorded the entire thing. And it was so good, I was like on fire. I noticed like once I finished that it was not on. And I was like, it's really cool. Okay, so I'm just blending around those edges because I wanna keep that. No additional product, just using the brush that I used for the orange shade. I'm getting a tiny bit of some inconsistency and now I have fallout. Yay! Okay, that's fine. It like dusted off okay. These are pigmented, guys. I'm gonna tap back into the orange and blend around the edges. My little blending trick. I was thinking, do you guys want to see an updated how to blend your eyeshadow video? Because I know I talk about it a lot. And I did one so long ago. I think the first one I did was when I was like in my first apartment. It must have been like, Jesus, 3 or 4 years ago at this point. So if you want to see an updated one, I'd be happy to do that. I'm actually gonna mix, I'm getting like a tiny bit of inconsistency and skipping right now. And I'm like, is it the shadow? Is it my primer? I really want to blame my primer right now because I'm just like loving these shadows so much. So there's just so many colors. So for my lid, I want to go in with that one because it's just like, I'm loving all of the like warm tones and stuff. That's really pretty too, I like that. But I love that. I think what I'm gonna do is build up my outer corner. Like I think I'm gonna go into the outer corner with this shade right here, which is Memory, and it's this, oh, it's so interesting. It's a shimmer, it's a sequin black, but it has what it looks like purple and green reflect in it. And I'm just kind of interested in using that to sort of like add a little dimension just on the outer corner before I go in with the glitter. And I'm not feeling like super confident about this. Slightly less kickback, still a little bit of kickback. So my thought is there's a lot of product that comes off when I tap my brush. So I think these are matte based shadows with a little bit of shimmer in them. Yeah, so it's a matte shadow with kind of like a really light amount of shimmer, like kind of more of a dusting, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys can even see the finish. I'm having a hard time seeing it. I see like the tiniest amount of shimmer. It definitely looks like there's more shimmer in the pan. So these kind of blend like a matte. So you could use these in your crease. They're gonna blend really nicely. Yeah, nice and soft. That's like all I'm doing is my eyes, but I know this video is gonna be really long. I am getting fallout. do your eyes first if you're using these. I'm so nervous about the pressed glitter. We're gonna do that now though. So I'm gonna grab the Story glitter, which is this one right here, this nice warm like orangey one. So I'm going to apply this with my finger because like it's a pressed glitter. Ooh, all right, interesting. So it's like this warm orange, but when I really look at the reflect, it's got almost pink and like a neon green, which kind of come together to make sort of like a gold, like a warm gold. All right, let's see how the fallout goes with this. So I'm just gonna be pressing this all over my lid. Use a patting and dragging motion. Oh, damn, yes. Pat and drag, pat and drag. Careful, pat and drag. I'm not breathing. Ooh, so pretty. That is beautiful. Now I did get a little bit of fallout. First of all, I love the color. Yeah, I got some fallout. There's a little bit of fallout down here. Let's see what happens as I blink, as I look up, you know. I can imagine that the silvery tones, like this one, oh my God, so pretty. I don't know if you guys can really tell. It's got kind of like purple and pink and like more of a turquoisey green. Ooh, I might like use a little bit of that actually, just because I love it so much. Okay, I'm gonna see how it goes on with a brush. I'm gonna use my Sigma medium sweeper. This is the E54, and I'm gonna pick up Aura. It's very hard to get reflect and color to show up on camera. It kind of looks like Christmas to me a little bit. So I'm gonna try and pick this up on my Sigma. Okay, and like that much product came up, which is decent. It's very hard to get glitters on brushes. Ooh, and when I tap my brush, not a whole lot falls off. So I'm gonna place this in the inner part and then blend in. Are you feeling the fallout? Because I am. So I'm doing the same thing, I'm patting and dragging. Definitely, like these are definitely meant for your finger, but it's going on with a brush fairly well. So like if you want to use a brush to apply these before you do your face makeup, it's definitely gonna work. Adds just like a little bit of dimension. Ooh, so pretty. It's almost like a little, it like gets like slightly cool toned. I like that. Ooh, so pretty. I'm loving these pressed glitters. There's definitely fallout and I'm worried about how they're gonna last. Okay, I got a little reckless. Can you see glitter all over my face right now? I'm like so nervous about this. I can like feel it on my eyelashes. It's freaking me out. I'm just gonna dust what I can away. And obviously glitter doesn't have pigment. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm just gonna run this shade on my I'm gonna run this liner on my waterline. This is the Melt Liner in Roselense. And then using my MAC 239S brush, I'm gonna start off with that dark brown, which is the Ritual shade. Again, so much kickback when like a lot of pigment comes off. Focus this on the outer corner. All right, I got a little aggressive with that side. I'm gonna use this little more BH brush. This is the number 9. It's just kind of like a whatever. I'm gonna pick up the orange color. I feel like I do the same thing every single time. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting bored with myself. And I'm gonna leave this inner part because I might use a little glitter on the lower lash line. Sorry about looking down into my mirror. I definitely got a little glitter in my eye. And I don't know if you guys can see, but it is definitely falling down on my lower lash line. That's uncomfortable. I'm gonna take that big blending brush and I kind of want to just like, I know it might seem crazy, but I kind of want to blow that out a little bit more. So I'm going in with the original transition shade, just like a tiny amount of it. I'm gonna go over all of this stuff just because I feel like we've started, why stop now? You know what I mean? That is so fantastic. I'm gonna take a little blending, well, I guess this is the Sigma E25 Blender. Kind of like a fluffy brush, a little bit more flat though. I'm gonna take that transition shade, I'm really tapping off my brush, so I'm using just kind of like a hint of it. Sorry, I have to look like down for this. I'm gonna just run that on the edge of my eye bag. So we're getting real smoky, okay? Raccoon Eyes. What I'm doing is blurring that line underneath my lower lash line. So maybe you can see the difference. It's like a little bit more blurred. I know a lot of people get like freaked out by this kind of thing. You don't have to do this. You can create this exact look and not make it as smoky. It has to do with your eye shape and what your preference is. I'm trying to show you the shadows. So like I want to put as much of it on my face as I possibly can. So for the glitter for the lower lash line, I kind of feel like I can't do a regular inner corner now just because we have all this glitter everywhere. So I think I'm gonna go back in with Aura and place that in the inner corner and then bring it down onto the lower lash line. And I'm using my ColourPop E10 brush. Did this become a New Year's Eve makeup tutorial? I'm just curious. My favorite thing about doing these is when I have absolutely no plan, because I'm just like, let's just go for it. Like that's how I always do my makeup. I never have a plan. I might have a little bit of a plan, but like not really, you know? Like it's boring if you have a plan and you just stick to it. Or if you have a plan and you stick to it, it never turns out as good as you think, you know what I mean? I'm gonna grab that orange shade and blend just like we did on top into the matte. All right, I feel like we have enough glitter on our face. So what I'm gonna do really quick is just make sure that I dust off anything that's left over. And then I'm gonna use a setting spray, which will hopefully set this all in place so that it doesn't move. Going in with Urban Decay All Nighter. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. Like the fucking payoff is amazing. I'm going to finish off my lashes and brows and all that stuff, and then I will be back and we'll do some swatching. All right, so to finish off my eyes, I just threw on the Huda Beauty Hoodie Lengthy number 23 lashes. I think I used these in my Joker tutorial. They're my new favorite lashes. They're super long, but they're just like fantastic. They go with everything. And then I just popped on a lip, nude lip. I'm wearing Natasha Denona. So I did get quite a bit of glitter fallout even after setting. I think probably the best move would be to use some kind of a glitter glue or pigment adhesive, something like that. NYX has them, Violet Voss has them. I think the NYX one is really good. It's also affordable because it's NYX, but that might be like the best option rather than using like an eyeshadow primer. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like it seems to be doing pretty well. I'm gonna wear this for a while and I'll probably give you guys updates on social, like on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's alexandraanele, so it's just my name. I have it linked down below just in case, but I will give you updates on my stories there. I do want to swatch some of the shadows for you that I did not use. So I'm going to give you some swatches to give you kind of an idea. I do like the glitter shades. I think they're really nice. The sequins they're kind of nice, but they're a little unnecessary to me because they're a little bit more on the matte side. But so this is Poet. This is one of the matte shades that I didn't use. It's super blendable, really nice. It kind of reminds me of Makeup Geek Bitten. These two top ones, you probably can't tell with this guy right here, but these two top ones are the, what are they called? Sequin, I should just keep this open. So the sequin shades are a matte shadow with kind of like a topping of shimmer. You can see it best in this one right here. It's a matte shadow, but there is a little bit of shimmer in it. So it's going to blend really nicely, but it's going to give you like a little bit of sheen. And then these three in a row, slightly inconsistent in formula. Oh, also this one, but it's a little bit on my like wrist hairs, so you can't really tell. These are technically metallic, but I would say that like this dark one is very metallic. This gets a little bit more like slightly foiled, I would say, and then this lighter shade is a little bit more satin. I wouldn't say that all of these colors are metallic, but they are all in that row. Though this is also a sequin. This is the glitter, dark glitter. What I like about this palette is that even though they have shades that are within the same color family and they look like they're pretty close, they are kind of different enough. And also the layout of the palette, it definitely allows you to create a lot of different looks. I've never really been like super attracted to the sequin kind of shadows. I just find them kind of unnecessary. The glitters are messy. Like they're messy. I was able to make it work pretty well on my eyes. I feel like it hasn't moved too much after setting it. Seems to be doing okay. Definitely when I like applied mascara and my lashes, some of it kind of like flicked off. And also my palette is getting a little bit messy just from like dipping into them. But I'm into the tones. Like I like the colors that she included. I think they're really nice. I'm really into, I kind of wish that I'd done like a really dark smoky eye using the gray tones, just because like these are just so pretty. Like I just love those so much. I don't know why each of them just kind of like speaks to me. But I wanted to do something fall. The warm tones, those are definitely beautiful. You can't really go wrong with any of these. I think if I had to like really criticize one of them, it would be this one right here, just because these two seem like so similar to me. This is supposed to be metallic and it's very satin. So that's a little bit disappointing. And then I never use a matte shade that color, but the glitter is so pretty. So it came out on the 25th. Can you not tell me how much it is? Oh, so it is $48. I feel like that's not too bad. I don't really know. I have no concept anymore. Do you think that's reasonable? I will say this, while the metallics are inconsistent and the glitters can be tricky, all of the formulas are easy to blend, pretty easy to apply, super pigmented. Like I love the mattes. I think if you're a big Tati fan, if you are into all of the formulas and the color, I always think it's worth it unless you've already got all of this stuff like in separate palettes, you know what I mean? But the palette itself, It's nice. It's nice. I like it. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this palette in the comments down below, what you think of the look, the formulas, the price point, all that stuff. Educate me about Tati, because I don't know shit. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. I'm worried about taking this off. This one. Look how pretty though. No distortion. Well, a little bit of distortion. All right, shut the fuck up and just start doing your makeup. Oh my god, my back is killing me. The amount of blending, but once I wash them though, I don't want to use them because now they're clean, and then I know that I'm gonna have to wash them again. Okay, I'm back. I'm coming back. Can you just like try to be quiet? No, not the coughing, just the slamming of doors and of cabinets and things. You're making a lot of noise out there. Can you just? I'm gonna kill him. He's so fucking loud.